What is up, everyone? My name is Alex, aka Doer, and you have now tuned into Doers Take Breaks, an MMA show where we invite one or more guests, talk all things MMA, and jump into the world of collectibles, whether that's sport cards or fighter memorabilia or anything in between worth collecting. We are going to cover that here. Whether you're an MMA enthusiast or just a casual watcher, I think you're going to enjoy what this channel has to offer. New episodes will be made available every Friday. Without further ado, this is episode number 1. Enjoy. If you don't know who this man is, I have the pleasure of sitting down with Zach from the Box Alarm Trading channel on YouTube. If you are into trading cards, then that is where you recognize this handsome face from. If you are not, let me let you know that he is also a student of the game, which we will dig into. We'll test his knowledge, and I am excited to get to chop it up with Zach. Zach, good day to you. How are you? How's the week coming along?
The week is going great. Thanks again, Alex, for having me on. I'm excited, one, to be here, and I'm also excited, to kind of see your content blossom and grow and, see where it goes.
I appreciate that. Awesome. So, where I want to kick it off is, before we even get to cards, why don't you tell us and tell the viewers how you got into MMA, if it happened more MMA or if it was UFC that brought you into it, and then where trading cards came into the picture as well.
Yeah, so I think I'm 32, so I think anyone kind of within this similar age group might have had a similar story. It was really the Ultimate Fighter Season 1 that kind of got me hooked.
Very cool.
I didn't have any of the pay-per-views growing up. My parents did not believe in spending money on that. So most of the access I had to UFC and MMA was through Spike TV. So it was like UFC Unleashed, where they would just show either highlights or like very specific, well-known fights. They would show reruns of those, or really the, like the Ultimate Fighter series. So I kind of started watching just casually, kind of during that era. And then I've kind of been a fan ever since.
Very cool. And then when did UFC trading cards come into the picture? Because I can tell you, for me, they just came in like 2 years ago, maybe even like less than that, right? And I've been a fan for almost as long as you, if not longer.
Yeah. So growing up as a kid, I was kind of always into collecting. Mainly it was trading card games. So it was like Pokemon, the OG Pokemon release. People in my age group will kind of reminisce on that as well, but also Dragon Ball Z. I collected some of that. So I've always kind of enjoyed cards and collecting. And really, I kind of started wanting to collect UFC probably around like 2018, 2019. That's kind of when I started training jiu-jitsu and doing some striking martial arts as well, and becoming a bigger fan of the sport and kind of digging into the X's and O's. Really wanted, I wanted to get more memorabilia into it. So I would say probably around then. And I didn't even have an eBay account, man. So like trying to, get singles and all that, I had no idea where to go. And even then, it was kind of around 2020 when I started looking for products. They had the striking signatures for tops. Yep. I was in Walmart trying to find that product. And looking back, that's a hobby box, right? You have to get that online. So it was, just completely in the weeds, no idea what I was doing. And, and then Panini came, and kind of the rest is history after that.
That's funny. That I was about to ask, were you buying then blaster boxes since you weren't on eBay to find singles? But now we know you were looking for hobby boxes at Walmart.
Yeah, man. They didn't have any blaster boxes because I kind of really came in right in between Topps and Panini. So there was no retail Topps, and Panini hadn't even released projects yet. So I was just like, where do I even get these,
Tell me about your PC. Do you have one? Do you have several? Talk to us about that.
Man, so this is kind of I know a lot of people, how it is with collecting. Everybody has a different strategy, different fighters that they love. I love the sport as a whole, and I have a lot of people that I like to collect. But mainly it's more of the people that I think are going to be, GOATs and people that are going to be remembered for long periods of time. So I have a couple Izzy higher end cards, John Jones, I have a couple Anderson, GSP, kind of the like Hall of Fame type guys. I also
Yeah.
go after some rookies too, but I try and keep that kind of to a minimum just because it's so volatile, and speculation is such a risky endeavor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I like that Silva's in there because Silva's my favorite fighter. That's kind of what got me into the really deep into the sport. And one of the benefits of collecting the Hall of Famers I've seen is that with the exception of like Jones, Silva, maybe even GSP, you can find pretty decent prices on everything else. Like it's not crazy overpriced for what people want for like a PSA 10 on like a Silva.
Yeah, it's insane. It's almost like paradoxical, if that's the right word. Like you would think that the most established, most famous, generational talents would be high, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, that's relative to how good they are in the sport, it's not necessarily the case. So it is kind of some value there if you collect some of the older people that are no longer really fighting.
Yeah, yeah. I've quickly now started picking up more singles than anything. I have a lot of product as you've seen for the purpose of the show, but I do like for my own stash just buying singles at this point. And I'm going to my first trading card show in what like 2 weeks from now. So I'm looking forward to see what I pick up there.
Nice, man. Which card show are you going to?
It's going to be the Burbank one in Ontario.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So Joe's gonna be out there trying to link with
Yep.
him. Buffoonverse is gonna be out there, gonna be trying to link up with them as well out there. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of the content guys will be out there, and then a lot of the OGs as well in the actual hobby that don't do content but just collect and are known throughout the industry.
Yeah, I know UFC Card is going to be there trying to dump a lot of cards, and he's got some crazy stuff, man. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
you're like the
That's
sixth
in
person that
California,
tells
right?
me. Yeah, yeah, that's in California. You're the sixth person that tells me about UFC Card Father. So it sounds like his stash
He's
is
the
just
man, dude.
incredible.
Yeah, he's
Hmm.
the man. That's awesome.
Very
I
cool.
wish that's one cool thing about California is I don't know if it's population density or what, but card collecting just seems to be huge there. Where in Texas, we kind of just have Dallas, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Well, talking about the side of trading cards, and it takes my mind to like sport card shops. Have you seen the new Atlanta shop that they opened up or that they're going to open up? It's called like HQ Trading Cards.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
That
is it? Jeff Sports Card Investor, Jeff Wilson, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I plan to take a trip out there because that facility seems so dope to me. Just how they have it laid out, it's strategic in like what they have placed in the front to kind of um speak to more of the younger audience, and then slowly bring them into like what other sports they have. I don't even know they have a UFC section or not, because in every video I've watched, he really just touches on like Pokemon, NFL, basketball, and some baseball, but the facility itself looks really cool and they plan to create a lot of content off of that as well.
Yeah, talking about like expanding the hobby, and I mean that guy's putting a ton of money and resources into it, and
Yeah.
I hope it works out because that's just good for everybody involved to get more eyes onto it. And speaking to UFC, yeah, I watched like his 5 hot or cold cards of the week or whatever. I think I've only seen one UFC card ever, and anytime I see it, I'm always like hyped in the comments.
You're the only one talking about it.
Yes, I'm like, yes, a UFC card.
Too funny. Let's dig into content. So, you are on YouTube, which is how I found you and really gravitated towards your content. Your editing skills are top notch. I think everybody compliments you on that as well. But the way you cover the sport itself is really cool to see. But before we even get into like the passion behind it, speak to me about what kind of enabled you to say yes to content and actually do it. And this kind of leans into the title of the show, Doers Take and Breaks. So even though I go by Doer, it's something that I use to define people as. You either are someone that plans and overthinks everything but never actually acts, and then you have folks like you and others that actually take action and put out content, are consistent with it. So tell me about what enabled you to do it, where that comes from, and if there were nerves when you were going into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would probably more of just the trait of like doing things. I would probably attribute that to playing sports growing up. So I was always a huge sports guy. I still am. I love to be active, and play sports and work out and all that. But I think maybe the thought process of like being forced into a new rule set, a new box that you have to figure out and, learn skills and then develop skills and just kind of putting yourself out there. I mean, I played all sports growing up and through high school and then intramurals in college and stuff. So I think maybe just that wiring of like, let's try something new, whether it's a new sport or a new game, right? You kind of have to put yourself in vulnerable situations with wins, with losses and things like that. But as far as art goes, I've always liked art. And then I took a course in college, just an elective, and really enjoyed actually just physical medium of art. So like drawing with pencil, watercolors, painting, oil paints. I kind of went through a lot of that world. And then it kind of got me to digital art. So I was doing digital art on tablets and Wacom tablets and computer. And then that kind of got me to video. And then I was like, man, I've always loved YouTube. It's my favorite app, right? Like I just love video content. I love watching random things. And so it kind of naturally was like, well, let me try some video stuff. And at the time I was really getting into cards. And then I was with my buddy Eric. He's one of my partners on the channel. I was like, man, you should come over and we can, open these up and look at some cards, make videos. And then, the rest is history from there.
That's awesome. So this was actually the first type of content you started creating. You didn't start somewhere else, wet your feet, and then like pivot to something else. So you actually started straight from trading cards and stuck with it the whole time.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I made some videos like dunking highlights and stuff like that back in the day, but never like a specific, like niche, I guess you would say, like trying to actually make a channel and make, successful content. This is definitely the first endeavor for that. Oh, let's pull up that card cam, dude. The HD close up.
All right. What has been one of your best hits from this product, Zach?
Oh man, I think probably I got this the first off the line and ended up pulling a pink bow nickel a velocity, which was a pretty big hit. I did try and list that and sell it early and the seller backed out. So I still am holding on to it. I'm going to wait till his next fight and then I'm going to list it, I think.
That's rough. That's rough when they do that. He got cold feet, huh?
Yeah, man. And then he ghosted me. I was like, hey, man, are you going to pay? Never sent back any messages, never nothing. So it was an interest. Nope. So
that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Nickel, man, that's a lot of hype there. I've seen what those Immaculates for him were going for early on. I couldn't justify that kind of price.
Ooh, just a base, huh? Base Dominators. That pack is not the one, guys. Not the one. Yeah, so shout out to everybody watching. I'm going to be giving these cards away for our 500 YouTube subscriber giveaway. So hopefully we can hit something cool here. Y'all don't know this watching, but I tore my Achilles about 8 months ago. And it was like right before Jamal tore his Achilles. So dude, the rehab is insane. It's insane.
Where are you? Where are you in that stage? Are you like towards the end of it right now? How long does it take to recover that?
To get back, just depending on the resources you have. Obviously, I don't have the resources of a professional athlete, but dude, I think it can take anywhere from like 9 months to a year plus. And that's just to get back to feeling 100%. For these guys to get to 100% and then start a training camp, I think it's going to be another 6 months. Yeah, for Jamal, I think we got another 6 months at least.
That's rough. And so that means you're not training jiu-jitsu right now?
Nope. I'm just now getting back into running and like lateral movement drills and stuff. So I probably got another 5 months until I'm back to sports.
That's rough. That must be tough for you to not be able to move around as much as you are used to. Alex Pereira, there we go.
There we go. Little rising sun.
Yes, sir.
I absolutely hate that insert, though. That's probably one of my top 5 worst inserts they've ever made.
Why, you're not hungry for breakfast? You don't want breakfast?
No, man. I just ate. I'm full.
Yeah, no, that's a silly one. And honestly, the latest product coming out on Tops, also, the artwork does not, really grab my eye, but I guess we'll see what the product looks like when we get there.
Yeah, I got to see it in person before I judge too harshly on that. Let's see. I think he just got released. Did they release him? I think so.
he hasn't been on my radar at all, but I seem to hit him so often. Like he's like in every pack. Cheaty.
Okay, little rated rookie hollow. Yeah,
Right.
Madsen's one of those dudes where he's like ancient, but he's a rookie, which is hilarious.
Yeah. That's the funny part about it. But I mean, did he just come in and have like a losing record in the UFC?
No, he actually had a couple of good fights, but I mean, he's 35. He was a former Olympian wrestler, so it's kind of like, there's only so much you can do when you come into the game that late in a sport like this where it's so demanding.
Mm-hmm. Raquel.
Oh, okay, we've got a Pennington.
And then Anthony Hernandez, my house.
Oh, the fluffy Hernandez. Dude, I can't believe that Pennington is a champion right now.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of like, how long will it last for? That's kind of how I'm coming at it. Like, props to her, right? Because hey, at the end of the day, it's not her fault. Amanda Nunes retired and the belt's up for grabs. But
yeah,
just that performance, the competition that's in there right now, like it's not that exciting. But kudos to her,
Yeah, man, you can't hate on anybody who's getting it done at the highest level. But
that's right.
I would have, if you would have told me in 2024 Raquel Pennington's going to be the champion, I would have said no way.
No way.
But here we are. She's the champ.
BJ Penn, OG of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Jan, who has the big fight coming up with Whaley. And then
nice.
We have Islam Makhachev, light it up. And that is 22 out of 99. That's a nice one.
Yeah, man. Red Islam. That is nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm not a huge fan of them making the fighter like blue-green. They kind of like look like the Hulk a little bit. But I do like the design as a whole on that. So that's a nice thing.
Yeah, this is some of the better artwork I've seen, for sure. This is going to be a nice one for your 500 subs. How close are we to that number?
497. So like I just need 3 people out there. Somebody sub, man. I've been stuck at like the last 5 for like a week and a half. I'm like, man, I'm trying to give these cards away. Somebody sub to us.
Oh, we're gonna get there. I'll get my mom and my dad to sub, and then run away.
Right? Yeah, call somebody, make some fake accounts and subscribe for us real quick.
They might troll you a bit on there, but as long as you got thick skin, we're good. All right, let's keep going. So still haven't hit no autos. Any predictions on what you think might come out of here as an auto?
Man, a rated rookie auto would be nice. Something like that, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, I like that shot. That's an old school right there. The Speedo.
The Speedo. Good luck, huh? Grant Dawson. Frank Mir. I've always been a fan of him. I got to meet him a few times in person at different like events, grappling events and things like that. This guy is huge. I mean, he's so big. He's freakishly big. His hands are like enormous. When I shook his hand, he basically covered my entire fist.
Yeah, he's tall and wide. Those heavyweights are a different breed.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Oh, sugar.
That's cool.
With the pure J right there, the gooseneck follow through. Yeah, Frank Mir was. Frank Mir was. I think the first pay-per-view I ever watched. I went to my parents' friend's house, and they had bought the Lesnar Mir pay-per-view, and I think that's the first pay-per-view I ever saw live. Was that one?
Is that the one where he got him with the ankle?
It was the one. It was the one where Brock won. He just like blitzed him and won. So I think was that 1 or 2? I can't remember which one came first.
Yeah. I think Mir caught him on the first one and was really cocky about it because he got him out quick. And then the next time around, Brock demolished him.
Yeah, just the blitz, the silverback blitz.
And then Justin Gaethje. How do you feel about that? Yeah, how do you feel about that fight with Max Holloway? Who do you think takes it?
Man, I think I like Holloway a lot, but I mean, we saw what happened when he went against Poirier, right? And I think Poirier and Gaethje have similar styles. They both have great hands. They're both very durable. They both like to stay in the pocket. And I think the power advantage is just, I mean, Gaethje's naturally a much bigger opponent. I think you have to lean Gaethje if you're picking sides on that one.
How much do you believe Max on him saying he just didn't prepare as well. Like, check out my love handles. He's like, during the fight, like, this time I'm gonna be a more naturally sized, ready for that division. So I believe him in some of that, because I was surprised to see a little bit of how soft he looked against DP. So I'm still leaning with Max if it goes all like the distance. The only way he loses is if Justin, I think, catches him. Like that's in my mind how I'm approaching the fight. I think Max is, still in his prime. He's still not past that,
Yeah.
Robert.
Well, yeah, man, we'll see. It's a fist fight, right? That's what's crazy and great about this sport is you have absolutely no idea what's going to happen until it happens.
That's right. What do we got back here? The GOAT, Amanda.
No, they lighted up. The Lioness. Yeah. I'm wondering if she'll ever come back. I feel like maybe she just needed a break. She just needed a break, maybe, and she'll come back in a year or two.
Yeah, I don't think she will. But she could if she wanted to. I think she could come back in like 2 years if she cared to. I just don't think she will. It's taxing on the body, and the type of commitment like outside of just the fight itself. I think she wants to enjoy retirement, enjoy her kids, her wife.
Yeah, for sure. And not only taxing on the body, but mentally as well to be a champion. That's a lot of pressure that you have to keep with yourself.
All right, we have something nice in the back.
Got a blue?
Yeah.
Looks like a rising sun, huh?
Let's see.
No?
Let's see. I know whose hat that is. Do you know whose hat that is?
Maybe Holly Holm? I can't tell.
No, look. It's a bald head with hair at the very top in a ponytail.
Oh, is it Yuri?
There it is.
Yeah. I said Holly Holm. Sorry, Holly. No disney. No, I got the split screen. I got the split screen, so the window's tiny.
All good. Let's see. Let's put that. And it's packed. How did you feel when? Cool hit. Yeah, that's a cool hit. It's a 22 out of 99. How did you feel when he was going to fight Alex? Did you have Alex taking that? How confident were you in who was going to win that fight?
That was a 50-50 fight for me. It was literally a pick 'em. I would not have put any money on that fight. It's two guys who are extremely dangerous. I will say I wasn't that happy with the stoppage. I think it was early. I mean, people can say whatever they want, but like in a championship fight, you need to let it be very decisive. And with how quick he popped up and how quick he defended once he hit the mat, that was not a good stoppage, in my opinion.
Yeah, and if anything, to me, I just gave Yuri more respect for being like, that was on me. It was a good stoppage, right? Like he didn't complain about it. He didn't kind of fuel that any further.
Yep. I'll complain for you, Yuri. You do what you be the gentleman you are, and the fans will complain for you. That was a kind of a weak stoppage, but a great fight. Exciting.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Kevin Holland. When is he coming back? What is he scheduled to fight? I haven't heard any news on Kevin Holland.
I believe we've got Kevin Holland versus Michael Venom Page, which is a great stylistic matchup. It's almost a mirror match.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? 50-50?
Man, yeah, really close. I mean, that's a weird one because the guys are so similar in their styles that it's kind of like, I feel like MVP is a little bit sharper, a little more technical, but I think MVP is also a little older and has a little more mileage. And with that war that he had with Mike Perry and bare knuckle, I feel like Holland will have a little bit better chin and could be a little more durable. So it'll be a fun one to see what happens.
I was going to ask you about his age. Michael Venom Page seems like he's up there in age. Is he past 35 or at 35 already?
Man, I don't know exactly. I would guess maybe like 33 to 35, somewhere in that range. I don't think he's that old, but he's kind of, at the top of the peak as far as making a run to the championship.
Yeah, like that's scary.
Once you hit 35, it just seems to go downhill from there statistically.
Which is why I don't like Volk versus Ilya, because he's getting up there. But I'm still taking Volk.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome one. Another lighted.
Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, nice. There's a couple Rosas cards that have been on my radar. I'd like to get at least. I don't really have anything of him. I'd like to get at least one nice Rosas card. I like the one where he has the sombrero on. I think it's a Firestorm. I really like that shot. That'd be a cool one to have with him.
All right, we got another hit back here. All right, let's check it out. So Michael Chandler. Also,
Ooh,
someone whose cards I don't feel are priced that expensive, and I've seen some really beautiful cards of Michael Chandler.
yeah. Yeah, I have a nice rookie up for sale now. I'm hoping once the Connor announcement comes up, might be able to move that one.
Yeah, Pantoja. I was
The
there live
champ.
when he beat Moreno.
Oh, that was a crazy fight. That would have been insane to see live.
Watching it live, so it was funny. Everyone assumed Moreno took that fight. Like everyone was like, because
Really
it was just such a big crowd in there that were all with their Mexican flags, and
interesting. Yeah,
I was the only one telling them that's a bit too close. Like I wouldn't
yeah.
completely say this is like all Moreno. And so when they announced Pantoja, I was the only one that wasn't surprised.
Oh, got a red. Yeah, I thought Pantoja took that as well. Thought it was
Strawweight,
a good
rookie,
decision. Rated rookie.
Marina Godinez Gonzalez.
Godinez Gonzalez. Well, there you go. There's a rookie numbered for you boys. Whoever hits that in the giveaway.
I like that, and it's low numbered. 0 out of 2 out of 199.
Can't get too mad about a rated rookie number hit.
Yeah,
not necessarily the perfect rookie we would want, but that's all right. Still in the rated rookie family.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Man, so we still got 2 autos, huh?
Yeah, I like that they're making us wait to the very end.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, one thing I haven't seen many people do when they open these packs is when they see a hit, is kind of save them to the very end, so you kind of get through all 20 of these, for example, and then you save the main hits to the very end. What are your thoughts on taking that approach?
I don't like that. I don't like that. You open the pack and you look at it, dude. What are you doing? You're just trying to get retention up or something at that point. Come on.
I like your candor on that. Hey, that's nice. Connor.
There you go. Little Dominators. Who's in the background on that shot? Is that Kavanaugh or is that just some random guy? I can't see it.
It's some random guy, but it's no one from his corner though. We'd have to find who he fought here. Yeah. This fight, let me see. Let me see if it's
do a deep dive on it. Just curious because they're like very in that shot.
It's from his Chad. It's Chad Mendez's corner. Whoever it is, yeah, it's from that corner. Let's see. Chad Mendez actually was doing bare knuckle too, right? He did
that guy is a tank, dude. He's throwing bombs in bare knuckle.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It's funny how good some guys have adapted to bare knuckle. Let's see. Tito, Tom Aspinall. The back and forth between him and Jones has been fun to see.
Yeah.
And then what do we got back here? Sean Brady. I like
little Brady hollow.
Not bad.
Yeah, he looked very good in his last fight.
Sean Brady, shout out. He's a Vayner Sports athlete as well. So kudos to our guy.
Nice.
All right.
I was really. Let's see. What do we got in the back there? We got an auto. Got to be getting close.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Little JDM. I'll take it.
Yeah, we have our auto time. Let's see. What do we got in the back? Yair for breakfast.
Nice.
All right.
All right, everybody. Drum roll.
Bring this back here. What do we got? That's the wait.
Oh, that's a legacy.
Oh, bantamweight.
What is it?
Bantamweight.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, Rosas. Nice, dude. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. Look at that.
Nice, man. That's sick.
That's a fun one. Yeah, I think folks are going to be happy.
Rated rookie auto of a guy that you'd want doesn't get any better than that.
Let's do it. All right. Let's see if we get lucky and get some more fire out of these last 4 packs.
Oh, yeah. It's heating up right now.
Jalen Turner. I'm a fan. I like him.
The Tarantula.
Joe Pyfer. Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, he works with you guys too, right?
Yeah, Vayner Sports.
I was very transparent about this in the comment section on Instagram. One of the guys was like, "Oh, this is a great match for him," and I was like, "I think it's a great match, but it's a step up in challenge, and I'm not, like it's not going to be easy." As far as like how people are having him such a strong favorite. So when I saw what happened, I was like, that was kind of my fear. He looked pretty gassed already from like round 2 forward.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the guy, right? He's got a ton of muscle. He's a fast twitch guy. He hits like a tank. That style is tough, man, especially against a guy like Hermanson, who is real crafty and kind of doesn't throw with that much power. He kind of pops. He's just a popper, kind of like
he bounces like crazy. Yeah.
And he's a good wrestler, so he can mix it up. I mean, anytime you're jumping from unranked to a veteran guy that's fought great guys like Hermanson, that is a huge step up. I agree with you. It's no matter how good the guy is, to be favored in a matchup like that when you're kind of relatively unknown is, it's going to be tough.
It's tough. So I think he'll come back strong, but it was a good way for him to get humbled, and I don't know that he went in overconfident, if I'm being honest. I think he just wasn't prepared for the craftiness of the Joker.
Yeah. And he's still young in the sport, so it's not like, I don't necessarily think that was a bad performance. He just, like you said, he kind of got some things that he needs to work on, and he'll go back and work on those weaknesses. I think athletically and frame-wise, he has what it takes to be with those top guys. He just got to, polish his skills.
Yeah. Marab, have you been following a lot of his content on social media? This guy's funny.
Yeah, I saw the one where he was doing like the diagram board. I thought that was really good.
He's been picking it up a notch. But yeah, good guy. I've also had the pleasure of being around him a few times.
Yeah, he's a showman too. You can tell he likes doing that type of stuff, which is always funny when those guys start putting on a show.
Amanda Lemos. All right. 2 packs to go.
2 left. Still 1 auto.
Do this. If it comes out here, I'm saving it to the end. I'm sorry. Let's see. We do have something back there. All right. George St. Pierre.
Nice.
Juliana Pena. What do we have back here? Mavzar.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him out there again.
Yep. And then what do we got back here? You see that?
Looks like an orange.
Like an orange, yep. And weight class, middleweight.
Oh, rookie. Rated rookie. Potan.
Andre.
Oh, Petrovsky.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I had high expectations for him coming into his middleweight run with him being on the Ultimate Fighter series. He looked like a really tough guy, good submissions, good wrestling. But after his last fight, I forgot who he fought. Maybe it was 2 fights ago for him, but he just didn't look very elusive, didn't look very snappy. He was kind of just bombing the classic like wrestler strategy, huge overhand right, trying to set up takedowns. So I don't know about his future as a top contender in the sport.
Yeah, it's always that's like the eye-opening thing when you see all the top talent get to the UFC and then see who's really able to elevate to that next level, because just to get into the UFC, obviously you're at the, tippy top of your sport.
Yep. That's the 1% up there.
Yeah. Stephen Thompson. John Castaneda, another rookie. What do we got back here? Okay, I think this is we have something back here. So let's do it this way. So we have Max Holloway there. Okay.
Little My House.
Oh, the name came out. Look at that. Jason Herzog auto.
Nice. Got a little red auto for you guys. And it's a red too.
Not bad. Yeah. And it's numbered 67 out of 99. Now, does serial matter to you? Like having like a specific number? Are you into that? Or having the bookend? Or do you not care?
No, that's to me is pretty, unless it's like in other sports. I think if it's a jersey match, like if you have a Jordan 23 of 99, that's pretty sick. For UFC, I think it's very silly and it doesn't matter at all. Don't pay more for a 1 of 99 or a 99 of 99. It's still the same rarity no matter what. That's just my opinion, though. I know everybody differs in that.
Yeah. I think it's just that, collectible aspect of it where folks probably feel like if you have a nice number of whatever it is, you might be able to get a premium for it.
What's a nice number though? Like it depends on what your favorite number is, right?
Yeah, well, so here's a few. So for sure, bookends, right? I think bookends. I can see the play there. It's just nice to have the first on print. I also like this play for like anybody that's considered the GOAT. So Jones, Amanda, Nunes, Silva, things like that. Like if you get the 23 out of whatever it's numbered, I also think that's like a fun play. I've seen people, kind of go aggressive on listings for 23 serial numbers on that. So like that's another example, right? I think those are the two that I have. I don't know that I have many others. All right, let's do a recap real quick. So JDM for your PC, we have Otto Jason, we have Andre Petrosky, which was out of 49, not bad. Raul Rosas signature, no number though, not numbered. Then we have Marino Godinez. This was out of 199. You had Yuri out of 99. Potan, your breakfast. That's for your PC.
Yeah.
And then we had the lighted up Islam, which is a really nice one as well. 22 out of 99. What was your favorite pull in this box?
Probably the Rosas. I think anytime you can get a rated rookie auto, that's pretty sick.
Yep. I like the Rosas, and I really do like this Islam.
Yeah, lighted up was a pretty nice design from this year. Yeah, man. Awesome. Honestly, pretty good box. Not amazing, but definitely not bad. That was a solid box.
Okay, so that was all you. I gave Zach the choice of what to pick, and he picked the box on the top, and that's a pretty good one. I'm pretty happy with the results.
Yeah, somebody's gonna love that Rosas rookie auto.
Yep. All right, so we have about 7 more minutes. So where I want to, pivot to is you already kind of started touching on it. Outside of UFC, the content, the trading cards, who are you outside of that? What are you passionate about? I think one of the things I'd like to know more about is kind of what got you into doing jiu-jitsu, how many years you've been doing it now. Have you competed in any competitions? Like the scope of that. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I've always enjoyed, like I was just talking, athletics and sports, and I never really participated in a martial art. I didn't do wrestling in school. I did football, basketball, track, baseball, soccer, pretty much all like the main American sports. Wow. Never did any martial arts. And so growing up, when I was older, I liked boxing, but jits really kind of sparked my interest just from being around, the UFC and always seeing all the submissions and the intricacy of the sport. So I think I first went to a gym back where I used to live in, I think it was 2017. And then I did that for about 6 to 8 months. I got into the fire academy here and then had to stop just because I didn't want to get hurt while I was going through that and on probation. So I've been doing jits off and on for probably like 6 years. Sadly, I've been to 3 different schools. I moved on my first one. My second one actually shut down during COVID. And then I'm at my 3rd school now, but of course, I haven't trained for the last 7 months because of this stupid Achilles. But
and how did that happen?
Quite a while.
How did the injury happen? Was it doing it?
It was basketball actually.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just backpedaling, doing that explosive step off, and then just popped on me.
Yeah. Now you look tall. How tall are you? Just so I have an idea on your build as well in back.
I'm a doctor's office 6'2". So a lot of people will say they're 6'2", and I'm like, bro, I'm 6'2". You're not 6'2". So yeah. So I'm kind of tall, so not like freakishly tall.
Yeah, but you're dangerous on the basketball court for sure. You have a crazy reach for football, and then I can imagine, you're lengthy for jiu-jitsu. So
yeah, jiu-jitsu is really fun, man. I'm excited to get back to grappling and really to striking. So I did 2, actually 3. We did an in-house tournament as well. I did 3 jits tournaments. I didn't win any. I got second twice, which is kind of a bummer. But and then in the 3rd one, it was an open belt tournament. So I just got pieced up by the upper belt. It wasn't even close. But, but definitely, yeah, I came into it like I know I practice with these guys. There's no way I'm going to win against them. But I would like to do. Though. Oh, I mean, it's the best way to practice, right? Very rarely do you do you get an opportunity to go with people that have been doing something for 10 plus years and really dedicated for 10 plus years. So it's an interesting feeling to just get pieced up by somebody, especially when you're a better athlete than them, which is the case a lot. Not to like brag or anything, but a lot of people are not very athletic and they're still incredible at jiu-jitsu, which I think is a testament to the technicality of the sport.
Yeah, yeah. And is there anything you want to do with it long term, or it's just a way for you to, stay grounded, stay fit, keep your mind clear?
No, at first I wanted to do tournaments and just see what that was like, but at this point, it's just for fun and for fitness. Really, I think it's good for mental health too. You get out a lot of emotion, when you're struggling that hard in a sport. So it's definitely a good time.
Yeah, it's a really good way to balance just your mind state for sure. That's like what I've seen a lot of people take a lot out of it once they're in their 30s and 40s. They're really doing it just as a way to decompress,
Yes. Yeah. And I'm a firefighter, so it's a very stressful job at times. And that and striking are very good cathartic ways to release, like a lot of stress for sure.
Got it. Cool. Anything else outside of jiu-jitsu that you stay busy with?
No, just family, man. Trying to, stay connected with my family, and me and my wife are thinking of having kids here soon. So definitely, that'll be taking up a lot of time and energy and putting a lot of work into that in the future. So just, spending time with my nephews and nieces and family and trying to stay connected that way.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I have two. My youngest is 14 months, and then I have a 5-year-old. But yeah, and I'm 36, so the timeline, of like when we first started having kids kind of aligns. So you're in the right window. Staying fit's gonna help you just because it's a lot of activity with them, chasing around.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Hopefully we get to see, some features on your channel in like 9 months or so.
Yeah. Little baby throwing up on my sick pulls.
I love it. Well, Zach, thank you for being here today. You want to plug your channel real quick? I'll give you the that moment now.
Yeah, thanks, man. Everybody, if you like UFC cards, if you like the sport, if you like collecting, go check out our channel. It's me and my buddy. We have a great time opening products, just like me and Alex did today. I really like messing with editing, so I'm trying to kind of do things a little bit differently than other people in the space. But yeah, check us out.